Be me, 18 years/0. I'm literally the arch Linux user stereotype, autistic neat Discord drone, even though I use Ardix. I have hyperfixation in Linux, so it's what I'm mostly spending my time. Someday, a guy enters my Discord server. He starts talking a bit there. I tried talking to him just to be nice to new members. I don't recall why, but I sent "Hey, wanna date?" as a joke and somehow he agreed. BTW, I'm a guy originally, just to don't make you a fool, I said, in DM. No problem, actually I'm NB and blah blah blah. He's a big booba pooner. Felt fooled. I'm not into pooners, but I didn't broke up, cause laziness. Spends the next 2 days talking with him for some hours but stay most part of the days on Linux. On the third day, I forget completely about him, and then it follows for 3 days, messing around in Linux. Opens Discord cause why not? Oh, I have a BF. She's mad for not talking for 3 days. Sorry dear, I was customizing my Linux. Would you marry me or the penguin? Completely mad. NGL the penguin, I like Linux. He starts panicking. I think we should break up, I'm not into pooners NGL, I find vaginas disgusting desu. Panics more, he throws suicide card, as a pooner, who could guess? Okay, good rope, bye blocks him. Back to Linux, no regrets. This took about 2 months actually, but didn't change much from reality, like, I didn't exchange nudes, made sext or something, he really showed that he loved me. I guess that the moral lesson is, don't date trannies, pooners, like, talking as a troon, they all throw the same suicide card, you guys don't want it, I guess. Be me, 18 years/0. I'm literally the Mac user stereotype, autistic neat Discord troon. I have hyperfixation in macOS, so it's what I'm mostly spending my time on. Someday, a guy enters my Discord server. He starts talking a bit there. I tried talking to him just to be nice to new members. I don't recall why, but I sent "Hey, wanna date?" as a joke and somehow he agreed. BTW, I'm a guy originally, just to don't make you a fool, I said, in DM. No problem, actually I'm NB and blah blah blah. He's a big booba pooner. Felt fooled, I'm not into pooners, but I didn't broke up, cause laziness. Spends the next 2 days talking with him for some hours but stay most part of the days on my Mac. On the third day, I forget completely about him, and then it follows for 3 days, messing around in macOS. Opens Discord cause why not? Oh, I have a BF. She's mad for not talking for 3 days. Sorry dear, I was just messing around with my macOS. Would you marry me or the computer? Completely mad. NGL, the computer, I like macOS. He starts panicking. I think we should break up, I'm not into pooners NGL, I find vaginas disgusting desu. Panics more, he throws suicide card, as a pooner, who could guess? Okay, good rope, bye blocks him. Back to macOS, no regrets. Be me, senior engineer. Get MacBook Pro base model in 2022, 8GB, M2. The thing runs like shit. Have to pre-dedicate RAM to Docker. Half my RAM going to Docker. Piece of shit slows to a crawl with multiple windows open. Also x86 compatibility layer was really slow then, I'd count is 2 years later. Switch to a desktop PC, all the runtimes we use run natively on my Ryzen 7. 32GB RAM. Use a cheaper RTX card. WSL2 has memory ballooning so don't have to dedicate any memory to Docker, it uses what it needs. Other co-workers need help with stuff on their MacBook Pros. They running multiple projects at once, shit slows to a crawl. Our Zoom meetings keep crashing because they can't stream video and run multiple Node.js projects at the same time. Constant beach ball when working with them. Why do people put up with macOS? If I ran a business, I would take the money that most people waste on macOS and tell the employees to build or buy their own machines. Pick related Bill Gates is, my waifu. Me. Have a gaming laptop, Acer Nitro 5. Notice thermal throttling 2 years ago. Decide to take the laptop apart to repaste it. Get to the cooling system. Find a stubborn screw. Give up going further to not strip it completely. FFW today. Thermal throttling is now very distracting even in accurate SNES emulators, MES, and especially in anything graphically intense. Fuck it, I'll get the soldering iron to loosen up the blue Loctite trash. Get to the cooling system. Screw is still stubborn but now comes off with a flat driver. Realize the laptop uses thermal pads. After inspecting the fan finds the real culprit, a clump of dust blocking the fan outlet that was previously covered by some adhesive tape. Veil, I finally did it, been putting it off for years now and instead developed a real hate towards those little ribbon cables. Pick very much related, literally what I found. Me, 7 p.m., $1,900 in upgrades freshly slapped in the case. Pop in 15 mg nicotine pouch. Press power button. This is great. Try 5 games, get bored immediately. Oh, I'll do some production. Open up DaVinci to edit some video I was supposed to edit for a friend. Get bored. Shut down PC. Go sit in bed in the dark and shop for other items to fill the void. 7:20 p.m. Me Windows fag. Want to make text rebounds per game engine like Zork for fun? Install Ubuntu because Linux is supposedly better for development. Find some basic UI framework for outputting fancy shit to the command line. Try to import it, it doesn't work. Go to their website, they tell me to run like 300 commands to fix it. About halfway through computer crashes. Try to boot back into Linux, it just hangs there. Get bored and leave, come back 45 minutes later and it's still just hanging on a black screen. So this is the superior Linux experience I've heard so much about? Me. Scroll Phoronics. Find interesting news related to FOSS. Click on it. It mentions developer. Woman's name. Look it up. It's a tranny. Why are they doing this? Nowadays every time I find a commit on GitHub or somewhere else with names like Emily or Sophie, there is 99.5% chance that it's a tranny. Is that what open source does to a man? Me. Live in Europe, not EU. Drive to EU neighboring country. Buy PC parts in a physical store. Get the tax 23% back since I'm not part of EU. Hide the parts so I pay no customs tax when I cross the border. Drive back home. Imagine paying taxes LMAO. Me. No sleep maxing. Eyes are working overtime. The hallucinations start happening again but that's a minor side effect. Eyes so sensitive that even the slightest amount of light seems very bright to me. My IPS panel looks like it has increased in overall quality as opposed to months ago. It's just that easy. You lose OLED dummies.